My weak body cannot handle the weights. No, like.
Easy come, easy go.
Hey guys, welcome back or to my YouTube channel. My name is Isabella and let's get straight into today's video. So today in Australia it's Remembrance Day, so let's just have a moment of silence for the people who died. Okay. So as I talked about in the last video, I was going to do a book review, and so today I'm going to do that book review on Girlfriend Life Hacks because I think it deserves a book review. Have you ever wanted a book? Have you ever wanted a book? Well, now you can. Just kidding. So this book is a non-fiction book. It's a self-help, social development, teenage book by the magazine brand Girlfriend, and it's mainly about relationships, friendships, drama, anxiety, stress, depression, sexual identity, body image, and other stuff to do with a lot of things that teenage girls go through. I find that it's basically like a counsellor on a shelf. For me, it's basically a counsellor on my shelf. I'll just read you the blurb. We all agree that being a teen can suck sometimes. I can definitely relate. Anyway, sure, parents can be useful, but there are probably some questions you cringe just thinking about asking, and topics more awkward than your dad's dancing, which is exactly why this book exists. It's the book you asked for, with all the info you said you wanted. You know, some of those things you really want to know the answer to, you know, those awkward topics you don't really want to ask your parents about because that's a bit too weird. You don't really want to search up on Google because it's kind of awkward knowing what you've typed up in the past. You know, you can relate. Some of you can relate. History. It has all your answers to your period questions. It's about puberty, body image, friends, relationships, and more. And if you're struggling with anxiety or depression or self-harm, there's a lot of related topics to do with that. There's a lot of helplines and websites and expert advice in this book. The way it's set out too, I really like it. So it's got a few tips, tricks, websites, and
My Twitch channel.
I don't recommend this book for males, only because this book is basically for teenage girls. It's got everything to do with teenage girls. So if you're a guy, you won't really relate to this because you don't have the assets, you know what I mean? But it's 2018, so if you really want, you can get this. But I really recommend this for teenage girls at the age 14 and above, because that's when they understand a lot of this stuff. It talks about how bodies come in all different shapes and sizes, and that you don't have to change for anything because you're beautiful inside and out. It talks about sexual assault, domestic family violence, and other deep topics. It talks about relationships and what a healthy relationship is, and the do's and don'ts of relationships at different ages. It talks about what you should know about respect and other things like that, which I find really interesting. It talks about eating disorders, anxiety and depression, and things that other people go through. It also has a massive chapter on self-harm. So if you know anyone that does self-harm or is suicidal, don't keep it to yourself because they need professional help as soon as possible, because you never know when it's too late. That's just a message from this book and me. It talks about popularity and how it can change people, how it can affect you or others. It also talks about breakups to do with relationships and friend breakups, because I know going through a friend breakup is very hard. I've been through a lot through my life and I still continue to go through them, and it's a really sad thing, but this is what helped me a lot. I just flick through the pages of the things I need to know about or things I need to look back on, and there's a lot of tips and tricks to get through that. So yeah, self-help books are really good for people who don't want to talk to people about their problems, people who want to seek help, or just people who relate to feeling what a teenager feels, and I find this book really good for that. The reason I chose it was I just I was attracted by the book cover. It's a really nice book cover. It's really colourful with flowers everywhere, and so I picked it up. I read to a page which really drew me in. It was about the friendship breakups, and because I could really relate, I've been through a lot. I read a few pages and I just got hooked. So I read through all of it, all of the awkward topics too in this book, and I just loved it all, no matter how weird it got. I rate this book a 10 out of 10. It really helped me. It's your very own counsellor on a shelf. So yeah, I really love this book, and I believe that everyone should have a read. If you're a guy, no, you should not read this because this is a little awkward for you. Alright guys, that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. I don't usually do reviews, but I just thought this book really deserved one. Hey guys, this is my brother George. He's really annoying, and
She's 3 years older than me and I'm taller than her. She's a midget.
anyway.
She's a midget, I'm taller than her.
And if you want to see more of him in my videos, comment or like
And
subscribe.
follow my Twitch channel at xxmr_bubble.
Alright, bye guys.
Bye.